anymore, I feel kinda free. We're still the kids we used to be. I put my hand on the stove to see if I still bleed. And nothing hurts anymore, I feel kinda free.
Hello, everyone. It is Kyra Jones, and it is recess time. In this episode, we will be discussing the biases and issues in our school systems. And one of those issues is poverty. Not only do our students are affected, but they are challenged with poverty. More than 50% of our students are in families going through poverty right now. Poverty affects a student's academics, their attention span, and all around experience at school. And it's our job as teachers to fix this. Not only fix it, but just work with it. We can't really fix poverty. It's a world problem, but we can do our best to help our students succeed in school and be there for them to help them. And one of those things that we can do is support them. Doing that, I mean, we have to be understanding and listening. When they come into school and they don't have their homework done, we don't make them feel bad. We don't criticize them for it. We have to listen and talk to them, understand why their homework's not getting done. What can we do as a teacher to help them? I know that we all expect our students to do their homework, but maybe set different expectations of these students. I'm not saying don't make them do homework. They need homework. Homework helps students practice what they're learning. That's how you learn, is just by doing it over and over again. It's all about repetitiveness. And one of those things is, first, we got to let them know we're there for them. Let them know you love them. Let them know that you're listening. You know who they are. You know what's going on with them. Second, set an expectation. Let them know that you expect them to complete their homework, and not just complete it. Set out a goal for them. Tell them, hey, I expect you to do your homework, but I expect it to be done by 8 o'clock tonight. But not by 8 o'clock. I expect it to be done, but I expect it to be completed well. I expect you to get 80 on it. And I will see you tomorrow on it. You're not speaking to the class, you're speaking directly to them. That way, they know that someone who loves them expects more out of them than just completion. It's about a grade. It's about being correct, and let them know that you'll be looking at it directly the next day. And don't get mad. Don't get mad if they don't do it. It's going to take trial and error. But when they feel disappointment from you, it's going to motivate them and work on it. And let them know that you are also there to help them work with it. Another big problem that we are seeing in our schools is the fact that technology is being integrated into our schools, which is great. It really is. It's everywhere. You can't really go anywhere without seeing technology. We're on our phones, we're on our computers, we go to movies, it's everywhere. It's in our fast food. But we still have so many students who don't have internet, who don't have computers. So we can't just say, that's your problem. Can't assign them homework and say, you get it done. I don't care how you get it done, but get it done. That's just so unsupportive, and doesn't make you look like you care about them. It makes them not like school. It just feels like they're being forced to do something that's out of their control. And you can say, well, they can go to the library. They can stay after school. But that's just assuming that they can. Like, these students are usually riding the bus because our parents aren't taking them and picking them up from school. So they can't just stay after school. They have to catch their bus, and their parents can't come pick them up just while they're taking the bus. Their parents are usually working late, so they can't just take them to the library. You have these students in middle and elementary, they don't drive, and typically the kids in high school who are in poverty don't have cars, so they can't just drive themselves, and if they live far away, they can't just walk. You're having them do all this extra work just to complete one assignment for one class, and you don't even care that they're having to do all of this. You're not listening to them. Because for other students, it might be easy. They go home, they lay on their bed, do their homework, it takes them 15 minutes. The other students, if they're having to go to the library and go and stay after school, this is more than just an assignment. This is a whole project for them. And a whole project for them is, gosh, I don't even know the hours and dedication they have to do. And then you did not even recognize the hard work that they're putting in, and you just want to criticize. It's not something you do. You can't criticize a student who has worked so hard for something, and especially something that's out of their control. Money is something that it's hard. It's hard for people. I understand it's been hard for my family and hard for me now, and it's just not something you can just say, we'll work harder, or this will make you a better person, especially if you've never experienced it. And maybe you have, but it doesn't mean others should have to. We want to better this world for others so they don't have to go through the pain we went through. And students are young, and school feeling like a chore to them and being forced to do it is not something that's going to be helpful. It's not something that's going to make them want to go to college. Not going to ever help fix their problem. If they don't do well in school now, they don't figure out how to work with it now, they're not going to go to college, they're not going to succeed in college, and they're not going to ever find that stepping stone that helps them get out of this hole that they were born into. And as teachers, we have to be there for them. We have to understand them. And I just hope that each and every one of you take this conversation, this thought, and work on it in your classroom, work on it with just yourself, and understand that these students, they're not lazy. They value their education. It's just comes a lot harder for them than it does others. And I would like to thank you all for listening to my podcast today. And I hope that you stay with me and are here next week when we talk about some other biases that are in our schools that we need to work on. Until next time for recess, I will see you then.